Good morning, students. Today we are starting with new chapter number 7, embedded figures. Now first, what do you mean by embedded figures? Embedded figures are the figures hidden inside another figure. What do you mean by this? A figure will be given to you and 4 options will be there, and you have to tell that out of those 4 options, the figure which is given to you is contained in which of the options. So that is called the embedded figure. In other words, a figure is said to be embedded inside figure Y if figure Y contains figure X in it. Got it? I have just explained. Now, if a figure is given to you and you have to tell that out of the 4 options, that figure is there in which of the option. Now, questions based on embedded figures consists of a unique figure which is hidden or embedded in one of the 4 option figures that I have just told now. In such questions, all the options look identical. Now, such questions are a little bit confusing. All the 4 options which are given in the question, they seem to be identical. So, students need to be very careful while attempting such questions. And with practice, you can master this section. So, not much is to be told by me in this chapter. You have to observe the questions carefully, figures carefully, and look at the options, and then you have to tell that which answer is correct. Now, there are 3 types of questions which you will be finding in this chapter. Now, type 1. In this type, we will deal with the questions in which figure X is given as the question figure. Now, in first type, question figure will be given to you. That means only one figure will be there, and students are asked to find the figure in which figure X is exactly embedded as one of its parts. So, one figure is given to you and you have to tell that the figure which is given in the question is there in which of the 4 options. You have to see the question figure carefully, and then you have to see the 4 options given to you carefully, and then you will be finding that the question figure which is given to you is there in which of the options. So for this particular type of question, let's do example number 1. Now, example number 1 is choose the option figure in which the given figure is embedded. Now you can see that this is the question figure. Now, one figure is given to you and you have to tell that out of these 4 options, in which of the figure you will find this figure. Now look at the first figure carefully. Your semicircle is little bit down, so we can see that we have a semicircle this way, and then one line which moves downwards, then triangle which is not completed, just 2 rays, then one more, it is going up, and then again a small incomplete triangle with the third side, and then line goes. So this is the figure which is embedded in the first option only. Okay, in no other figure you can see that half of a figure which is there as a half moon is not there in any of the figure in this sort. So example number 1, option A is the correct answer for the question figure. So first type of question is this only. That is, the question figure is given to you and you have to find, or you have to search, or you have to look for the question figure in the 4 options. So this is how you are going to check it. Now type 2 questions. Type 2, in this type, we will deal with the questions in which figure X is given as the question figure. Students are asked to find the option figure which is embedded in figure X as one of its parts. Now in second type, you will be given a complete figure. Complete figure will be given to you, and then 4 options will be given which will be contained in the question figure. Right? In previous question, incomplete figure was given to you and you had to find it in the complete figures from the options. But now in the question, complete figure will be given to you, and the incomplete or the part of that figure, part of that question is given as an options. So you have to find the answer from those options. So for this type, let's do example number 2. Now let's do example number 2 for the type 2 question. Which of the option figures is embedded in the given figure X? Now the complete figure is given to you, and the part of this figure is there in these 4 options. So you have to tell that which figure out of these 4 options, which figure will be contained in the question figure, right? Which figure will be there in the question figure. If you look at it, a rectangle is there and a small line is there in it. So you cannot see any line like this vertical line in a rectangle. So this option will be discarded or rejected. Then here a triangle is there. One triangle we can see here, but in the middle of it one line goes downwards. So from the middle of it no line goes downwards, neither from this side. Okay, from the base it is not going. So this part will also be rejected. So let's see the third part. So third part, if you see, it is like this line, kind of opposite L, or a straight L is there. So we can have it like this. L we can have. Then this portion also we have. Then we are moving one line like this and then tilt. So we can have this and this. So third part we are getting in the figure. So answer number C is the complete answer for example number 2. The next is type 3. In type 3, we'll deal with the questions in which a matrix is given as the question figure. Students are asked to complete the figure matrix after analyzing the pattern. Now there will be a kind of pattern in the figure. You have to see the pattern carefully, and then accordingly you have to find the answer for the question given, right? You have to just understand the pattern first, what pattern is going on in the matrix, and accordingly you will be going to answer the question. For that we are going to do example number 3. So let's do example number 3 now. Select the figure from the given options which will complete the given figure matrix. Now if you look at it, a plus sign is there, then again a plus sign is there, but 2 slanting lines are also introduced and 1 dot is there. Then in this one again a plus is there, but 4 circles are there on the 4 quadrants. So similarly in the second one you can see that a rhombus is there. Then in this rhombus again this type of 2 slanting lines and dot, 2 slanting lines and dot are there. Then here also again a plus sign was there and 4 dots were there. So again a same figure which was there in the first column, it is there, and then 4 circles are introduced. So you have to see now this pattern. You have seen that initially in the first one a sign is there, then 2 slanting lines plus a dot is introduced in the second one, and in the third one again the same figure which was there in the first one and 4 dots are there, 4 circles are there. So here also rhombus, same rhombus plus 2 slanting lines and 1 dot in between. Then the first figure is repeated and 4 circles are there. So similarly here now this figure is given, again the same figure, now 2 slanting lines are there. Now you want a same figure and 4 circles should be there. So if you look at the options, you can see that in this a same figure is there but circles are inside the figure. So rejected. Same figure, circles are there on the 4 corners. So this will be the option. Here also circles are inside, so rejected. Here also circles are inside, so rejected. So this is how you have to do the question, and answer number B is the correct one, right? So similarly, you have to do the questions related to the chapter. Just try the questions yourself. Whatever problem comes up, you can ask me on my personal window. You can just click the picture of that question and I'll be telling how is it. Okay, so that's all for today. Thank you.